Hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Niners take over first down at their own 19-yard line.
Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Quickly to the air is Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This a quick pass to Davis. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man lamb, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the middle. Ingram. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Cam Chancellor that time, the big hitting safety, who fired in there to blow that play up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognize behind the line of scrimmage?
We're scoreless after 1. Second and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by Carmichael. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Dave Casper, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it.
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. Far as the teller-tatter, I pray to God they rattle-tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless, not a blemish. I should have been in prison. Don't boy remorse, no cases pinned. I got the rolling flooded, soaking wet, but ain't been swimming. I'm the man now, ain't I work a plan now. Can't I? I remember when you lame player, hated a player, now the same lame player. They call a player male. Say, what you talking that's funky.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Running left, here's Patterson. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down. Bledsoe. This one left side caught by Patterson. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Back to throw. Bledsoe. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bledsoe being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be caught, but out of of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
On 4th down, Bledsoe. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 29, Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Coming left, it's Ingram. Room here to run. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last time, everything looked pretty good except that final play on the pick six. And now they've got to come right back out here, Charles, and try to pick up the pieces and get things going again.
Yeah, it certainly seems dire, doesn't it? But there is a silver lining, and it is hard to see so soon after that touchdown. But the game plan was definitely working. They were generating.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got Shockey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And again, it's Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Bledsoe. He's going to look deep down the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. This is Casper catching it out right. He's got room past the 30, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Goin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. And they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. give to Ingram up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Bledsoe. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. He's going to let this one go deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Bledsoe. It's caught by Aguilar. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Looking to throw. Bledsoe. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Saints are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Harold Carmichael. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Ingram at tailback. He's got it running left. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Rodgers. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit?
Touchdown, Saints! A 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still a This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connecting with Aguilar.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Bledsoe. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bledsoe. He's got a man. It's Chad Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And a short gain down to about the 33. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. 1st down.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it'll be a good time in the Back Bay tonight. The Patriots have won.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby, yeah. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up, and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the fires. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. Ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow. I be rushing mine, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory for more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Off play action, Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jonathan Casillas, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To try again after the sack. Fields. Under pressure, they got him again. Jonathan Casillas, his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long. It's Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. And they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go to the deep throw. They just go to that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offenses get...
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 83 yards. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Luck's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Fields. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jonathan Casillas. What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. After one, 7-0 on the 8th. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They snap it to Fields. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Harold Carmichael from 4 yards out. And the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields eluding the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Throwing again is Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 41, Fields escaping the pressure right. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. Again, it's Johnson. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 27, Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup, first down, New Orleans.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rodgers now on first down. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Fields. This is brought in by Casper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Here's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dave Casper, a 24-yard touchdown. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. This is Casper catching it out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Rodgers again now. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they will not have time to get another play in here. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 15 now. Rodgers. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the 1st down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field, and he gets a tackle for loss there.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. At the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. All eyes on Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw, Fields. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Fields. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That is caught by Carmichael. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from 55 yards out. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they have regained the lead. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one. But I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also...
Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves, try to defamate my character, but I won't let them, it's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she, Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it was just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the richest heart in the...
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Taking it to 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it's second down. Throwing is Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rodgers to throw once more. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Cam Chancellor, he can do it all. This time it's a sack on the safety blitz. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eric Dickerson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass, so pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fields now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now Fields. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Fields throw taken in by Samuel. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Deebo Samuel, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And he is in to make it 16-0. Now it's Ryan Succop after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On second and very short, Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown! A great play there. 65 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. From his own end zone, Fields on 3rd and long. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Luck's good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they may just be content to take this three-point lead and head into the locker room. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that is incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still...
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. CeeDee Lamb, 83 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to to go for two so often.
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just saying, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This is Casper catching it out right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. To throw is Fields. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. Touchdown, Seahawks. Dave Casper, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, throw left side, complete. That's Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. again, it's Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Carmichael. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fields. And that is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hey, 646.
Coming left, it's Ingram. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense along the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Rodgers to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now Rodgers got to have this one. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow! Wow!
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Now Fields.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
One final try now for Rodgers.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get it. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get her. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me. That's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB. These Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key. I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Ricky Williams. He spent 3 years as a Saint. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. On 2nd and 9. Herbert forced out to his left. This is brought in by Casper. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Steps away to his left. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. Herbert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he'll just
chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Larry Fitzgerald. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Saints, nothing. Zane Gonzalez is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Shackey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dave Casper, 58 yards. And the Dolphins lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
14, Saints nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on first down is Rodgers.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, it's Rodgers.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And some room to work.
And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jeremy Shackey from 4 yards out.
And the Saints are back within a score.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
And the Dolphins first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is Casper catching it out right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To the air again, Herbert. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Touchdown, Dolphins! Chase Claypool from a yard out. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7.
21, Saints 7. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own
25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
76 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Harold Carmichael, 65 yards.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Dave Casper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half. Still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
And he's got Shockey. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And again, it's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Rodgers with a keeper, and he is going to have a Saints first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll try the air now with Herbert. This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, Herbert. This is brought in by Casper. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way Easier said than done, but they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll get that to his tight end, Casper. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 16. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Full from all of the bass. My ace spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
throwing here on first down. He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that typically we expect teams to save their home run plays for later in the game when they feel like they have an advantage over a defense. But in this case, they thought they had the advantage right away and took the shot on the first play of the game and completed it successfully.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DeMarco Murray taking it in from a yard out.
And the Pats put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this out to the 25.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. This is Casper catching it out right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on the pickup of 13.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
They've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers flushed out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Patriots 7, Saints nothing.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit, maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Champ Bailey. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think the turnovers that we've seen early, I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Saints nothing. Zane Gonzalez set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we sterling with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Oh, design run for their wideout. 7 yards there and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Inside. Here we go.
They give to Ingram up the middle.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Rodgers. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, Rodgers.
That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ingram. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
26. Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The man in motion left here, Johnson.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And the Patriot first down.
They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 2.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Cook up the gut.
47 yards on...